Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Safer Dance Spaces event. This is an event that is open to everybody, so not only to SDS members, but it has been advertised online for anybody really to join. And the reason for this is effectively we are really keen on awareness and education when it comes to the topic of creating safer dance spaces, and the awareness with regards to sexual abuse. What does it mean, and how can we effectively prevent it and avoid it in our communities? So we really wanted to open this to as many people as possible in the dance scene globally. So hopefully we'll have people joining from all over the world, and hopefully people are changing their names to say this, or I see some people are putting this in the chat. So we have people from the UK, Germany, USA, and I'm sure many more are joining. And I'm going to move on to introducing our fantastic guests today. So we have two presenters who are going to take you through the research. As I say, please make sure you use the chat for any questions as we go through. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce Dr. Timothy Clancy. So Tim has spent 2 years in Afghanistan. And after returning from there, he shifted his career to focus on reducing violence and instability. In 2016, he volunteered at an international multi-thousand-member gaming organization, where he conducted nearly 80 investigations on harassment, toxicity, and sexual assault over the next 3 years. So Tim brought a system thinking perspective and a rigorous analysis developed countering radicalization, terrorism, and insurgent violence in all its forms. He knew it was hard enough to mitigate the harm of bad actors exploiting the communities they exist within. So to personal relationships, formal and informal hierarchies, power imbalance, all of these things really complicate the effort of articulating all of this. Tim is a volunteer investigator who learned that the problem only gets harder in volunteer-supported community efforts that don't have the resources or the full-time staff of larger organizations. So this is the case of a lot of our dance communities, really. So since then, Timothy has helped his underserved space with research, presentations, and workshops to educate on the risk factors and how harassment operates as a system rather than an incident. So today we really want to focus on this system thinking and this systems reasoning rather than talk about specific incidents. By seeing the forest and the trees, organizations can leverage those systems to work for rather than against their efforts to make the community safe for members, participants, and volunteers. Tim holds an MSc in simulation science and insurgency dynamics and a PhD in system dynamics, focusing on the life cycle of violence and instability of non-state actors. He's a former chief methodologist of IBM. So we really have quite a strong academic background here trying to present for us today. And Tim is joined today by his partner in research, Valeria Stevens. Valeria is a research analyst. She's working alongside Tim at Dialectic Simulations Consulting on complex simulation modeling and national